In this episode, we need to cut the thickness of the headstock, start shaping it, and maybe route a truss rod slot. Let's get to work. Welcome back to the channel. So the next thing I want to start working on is this headstock, and the first thing that we need to do is trim it to the thickness or get it close enough, and then I want to use this offcut piece here to glue some ears on this thing, because as you can see, my template's a little bit wider than the neck blank, so we want to use the top of this to create those wings. That way we have the same material here. So I've marked out some lines here just using some of my templates just to kind of lay some things out. First of all, I marked the thickness of the headstock. Then I marked my nut width. This is going to be a Floyd Rose tremolo with a locking nut. So this is the width of that nut. And then using that with my standard template, I could kind of place that, trace the thickness of that just to give me a ballpark idea. And then also laid out my truss rod to just kind of find the length there. This is the end of the fretboard, using my fretboard template, so that I can just kind of eyeball where this is going to be for now, just because I was curious about where everything was going to lay out. So first step is to take this over to the bandsaw, rough cut this headstock thickness, and then we'll go from there. So let's get to work. All right, we'll let this dry overnight, and then we'll come back to it tomorrow.
The next day.
All right, it's the next day. I've gone ahead and unclamped those headstock ears, and then used the hand plane to smooth that off. Went ahead and cut off the end of it to shape. Drew my template shape on there just to get a look at how it's going to look. And then it dawned on me, and I don't know why any of you guys didn't yell out to the screen, "Tim, stop!" Apparently, I forgot. I should have routed the truss rod channel first, because my straight edge on my router is going to run into this ear. So I don't know why you guys didn't warn me about that. I was listening, nobody yelled. So now I've got to come up with a fix to work around this headstock ear. And I think what I'm going to do is I've got these leftover strips of MDF, and I'm just going to use the masking tape and super glue trick and glue these on here and stack them up so that they are out past that. And then my straight edge will run on that to route my truss rod channel. I believe that's going to work. So we're going to give that a shot. Here we go. Okay, truss rod slot is in. Next thing I want to do is rough shape this neck down to where the body wings will glue on and rough shape this headstock. So probably take it over to the bandsaw, take off the bulk, then use my template and a router flush trim bit to clean up the sides. So let's get to that. There we go. Rough shaped the back of it, rough shaped the headstock shape, and kind of roughed out the volute there. So I think we're going to call this video there. That's a pretty good effort this time. We've got this thing kind of roughed into shape, and it's starting to look like a guitar neck. So next we need to start working on that fretboard. Be sure you subscribe so you know when that video is coming, and click that notification bell so that you don't miss that video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments what you think of this neck as it's turning out, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks a lot.